It gives me great pleasure to make a keynote presentation at the Pharma Logistics Africa event 2020. And my presentation today is on the COVID vaccine distribution strategy to and within Africa. I am Sanjeev Gadhia, and I am the CEO of Astral Aviation, which is a cargo airline which is based in Kenya. I would like to give you a brief profile about Astral Aviation. We are a cargo airline which we've been operating now for the last 20 years. And just to give you some information about what we do, we carry cargo, and in 2019, we transported 75,800 tons of cargo over 3,000 flights. We operate a scheduled freighter service from Nairobi, and we also operate from Nairobi into Europe and also from Nairobi to intra-Africa. We have a very mixed fleet, which starts from the 747-400, which goes right up to the 727, the DC-9, Fokker 50, and Fokker 27. These are all cargo aircrafts. And we have a cooperation with 20 airlines, including 5 African airlines, and some of the airlines who are taking part in the pharma logistics, such as Emirates, Qatar Airways, and Royal Air Maroc are also interline partners of ours. In addition to that, we are members of AFRA, TIACA, Neutral Air Partners, Pharma Aero, and we're also a member of the Kenyan, American, and the British Chamber of Commerce, and also the Humanitarian Logistics Association. And last but not the least, we have also been voted the best cargo airline in Africa from 2011 to 2019. We have 2 types of services that we offer on the air freight side. The first type of service is our scheduled freighter service, which is what we operate from Nairobi, both into Europe and also into Africa. And what we will also be doing is to start a new scheduled service from Nairobi to the UAE, which is something that I will cover in my presentation. But what is also very important for members who are watching this presentation is what we offer on demand, which is our charter service ex-Nairobi. And we've done a lot of wonderful things in terms of performing charters for the COVID-19 medical items, especially the last 10 months, where we have transported in excess of 15,000 tons of PPEs, ventilators, and testing kits. And we're now getting ready for the transportation of the vaccines to and within Africa. In addition to that, we also carry humanitarian aid and relief cargo. We carry perishables. We also carry mining, oil and gas. And we also carry cargo for peacekeeping and rations. Now I will turn my presentation to a very important topic, which is the transportation of the COVID-19 vaccine to and within Africa. And I'm very happy to inform you all that Astral Aviation has extensive experience in the air transport of pharmaceuticals, surgical and vaccine shipments, and we have participated in various immunization projects in Africa for the last 20 years, and we worked with the UNICEF, WHO, WFP, the Red Cross, UPS Foundation, just to name a few. And we've done a number of successful projects in Africa, but there are 2 which are very important, which we would like to mention. And the first one is that we participated in the Ebola outbreak, where we transported the Ebola vaccines and cold chain equipment to Goma Airport in the Congo. This is something that we've done from 2018 and 2019. But we've also transported the Ebola vaccines and cold chain equipment to Sierra Leone and Liberia in 2015. In addition to that, we've also played a very, very important part in the cholera outbreak by transporting cholera vaccines to Sana'a and Aden in Yemen in 2018 to 2020. Excuse me, please. Our hub in Nairobi has got some of the best cold storage facilities for the storage of vaccines in transit for the rest of Africa. And I'm very pleased to inform you that we have the best cold storage facility in the continent. And I'm actually saying that because we've got 5 independent airside terminals who have invested in cargo storage facilities for vaccines. And this starts from the Astral terminal, which is at AFS, which has approximately 3,000 square meters of cold storage facilities, which are available both from +2 to +8, and also from -15 to -20 degrees, which is typically what you would be looking at, which is the AstraZeneca vaccine, the Covishield vaccine, which would require temperature controls of +2 to +8. But in addition to our own terminal, we also have access to the cold storage facilities at 4 other terminals, thus bringing the total capacity in Nairobi Airport of 9,000 square meters, which is approximately 100,000 square feet. And this gives you the opportunity of storing up to 20 million doses of vaccines at our Nairobi hub at any given time. No other airport in Africa has the cold storage facilities that we have in Nairobi Airport, and we're very delighted that the cold storage facilities are at the airport and they're the airside, and the transportation of the vaccines can be done at a very short period of time from the airside to the aircraft. I will now turn my presentation to the value-added services that we provide for vaccines and pharma at our Nairobi hub, and this is done in collaboration with DGM Kenya, which is a part of the DGM Global Network, which is the largest dangerous goods management company in the world. So we offer various types of value-added services, from dangerous goods packing and documentation. We also provide training, especially on the handling of dry ice as a refrigerant. But what we also do is we also do the repacking of vaccines, which is very important because a lot of the vaccines that will be transported will require some level of repackaging to make sure that the temperature controls can be able to be used right up to the end destination. We will also be able to provide a re-icing service, and this is something that will be done at the cargo terminal. And we will also be able to provide very unique services such as marking, labeling, and to ensure that the transportation of vaccines is done in full compliance of the ICAO and the IATA DG regulations. In addition to that, we will also make sure that we will also use the right type of data loggers. And this is very important because we want to make sure that we continue to monitor the temperatures of the vaccines while it is in transit through our Nairobi hub. Now I'd like to present to you our network out of Nairobi. What you see over here is our scheduled network, where we connect Nairobi to approximately 15 destinations in Africa. And I would also like to share with you our charter network, which is all the destinations that are available from our Nairobi hub, from as little as 100 kilograms to 40,000 kilograms. And these are destinations that we can actually cover from our hub in Nairobi. And just for the information, because we've completed 10 fantastic months of transporting PPEs, testing kits, and ventilators, I'm delighted to share with you the map of all the destinations that we've flown to for the COVID-19 flights, especially for some of our clients in Europe, in China, and also in the Middle East. We've transported cargo to almost 42 destinations in Africa. In addition to the Nairobi hub, we also have a hub in Johannesburg, which is in South Africa, which is also one of the airports which has excellent cold storage facilities. And I'm happy to inform you that we have a number of destinations that we can be able to serve from our Johannesburg hub, which you can be able to see on the screen in front of you. We've covered a very large part of Southern Africa. In addition to that, I would like to also inform you that with our 747-400, we are covering 12 destinations in Africa from our hub in Liège, which is a super hub in Belgium. Liège is also the hub for the World Food Programme and the World Health Organization. And we are very happy to inform you that we can actually offer you direct flights from our hub in Belgium to approximately 14 destinations, which are mainly in West Africa, finally ending up in Nairobi hub. In addition to that, we've recently set up a hub in Sharjah, which is in the UAE, which we will go live around the 15th of January. And I'm very happy to inform you that we will actually be able to offer you direct flights from our hub in Sharjah to approximately 15 destinations in Africa, which are the destinations that you see in the map in front of you. In addition to that, we know that the AstraZeneca Covishield vaccine will be manufactured in India. And we're very happy to inform you that we will be able to offer flights from Pune, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Ahmedabad to our hub in Nairobi and to Johannesburg. But in addition to that, we will be able to offer direct flights from India to Africa. And this is something that we will be able to do on our Boeing 767-200 freighter, which has a capacity of 40,000 kilograms of vaccines. In addition to our hub in India, we will also be able to offer flights for the Chinese vaccines, which are manufactured by Sinopharm, and we will be able to offer our Boeing 747 freighter to carry the vaccines currently from Guangzhou and Shanghai, but we can also be able to cover other points. And the whole idea of the Chinese vaccines is that we want to try and make sure that we can offer direct flights so that we can reduce the transit time that it will take, so that the vaccines can be able to arrive much more quicker compared to going through the other hubs in the Middle East and in Europe. I will now give you a presentation on the aircrafts that we operate as Astral Aviation, and I'm very happy to inform you that we are the only airline in Africa which operates a fleet of the 747-400 freighter, which has a capacity of 115 tons, and we have 2 units which are currently in our fleet. We also, in addition to this, have other aircrafts that we operate. And I'm also delighted to inform you that the Boeing 767, which is the newest member of our family, will arrive in Kenya by the end of December, and it will start flying by the middle of January. And this is the aircraft that we will be operating both within Africa and also between Africa and the Middle East, and also between Africa and India, as this is the aircraft that we will be able to use for a lot of our vaccine charters. We have a second one on order, which we will be expecting to take delivery by April. And in addition to that, I'm very happy to inform you that we have just acquired 3 Boeing 747-200 freighters, which are very, very popular aircrafts. And this have a capacity of 30 tons. And we're expecting that the first 2 aircrafts will enter service by February 2021. And then the third aircraft will enter service by April. In addition to the aircrafts that you have seen, I'm very happy to inform you that our fleet in Nairobi comprises of the Boeing 727, which can carry up to 22 tons of pharma and vaccines from our hub in Nairobi and our hub in Johannesburg to 50 destinations in Africa. And what you see at the bottom of the 727 is our DC-9, which is a medium-range aircraft. It can carry approximately 15 tons of vaccines and pharma. And this is also a very interesting aircraft because it will allow us to operate into airports which are smaller, which have limited equipment, and we can actually be able to do multiple flights with 15 tons of vaccines and pharma on board. In addition to that, I would also like to inform you that we have a very large fleet of 7 Fokker aircrafts, starting from the Fokker 50, which you see in the picture, which has a capacity of 7 tons, and the Fokker 27, which has a capacity of 6 tons. What is very interesting about these aircrafts is that these can actually go into very remote airfields and also carry smaller amounts of cargo, especially in airports which are very small, which do not have the equipment. So with the Astral strategy, we can be able to transport your pharma and vaccines practically to any airport in Africa, because you've actually seen from our fleet that we have aircrafts which are as small as 6 tons going right up to 115 tons, and no other private cargo airline in Africa has the fleet composition that Astral Aviation has. But last but not the least, I have a surprise for you. And the surprise is that we are the only airline in the world which will be operating a cargo drone. And the amazing thing with the cargo drone, ladies and gentlemen, is that it has a payload of 1,850 kilograms, which makes it the largest cargo drone in the world, with a range of 1,200 kilometers, and has a speed of 230 kilometers per hour. But the most important point in this drone is that it can land in water, and it can land in short and unpaved airfields. So this is our latest aircraft, which we will be bringing into Kenya by the second quarter of 2021, because it is pending regulatory approvals. But we also look forward to the day when we can fly your vaccines and pharma items under a temperature-controlled environment using our cargo drone in very, very remote locations in Africa. So this comes to the end of my presentation. I'm very delighted to share with you a summary of what we can do as a company. And in summary, we are ready and we are prepared to transport the COVID vaccines and any pharmaceuticals to and within Africa. In addition to that, we are here to promote the transshipment and the cold storage of vaccines at our Nairobi hub. But in addition to that, we also have our hubs in Johannesburg and Lagos, because as we all know, Africa is a very large continent of 54 countries. It's very difficult to serve the whole of Africa from one hub. And that is the reason why we believe that you need to have 3 hubs in Africa for the safe and reliable and dependable transportation of vaccines. And last but not the least, we have a very unique value proposition, which is a repacking and re-icing of vaccines. So with that, I would like to thank Pharma Logistics Africa for giving me the opportunity of making my presentation. And I would like to thank you for listening to our presentation. And I would like to say that we are ready and welcome to receiving your orders and look forward to being of service in 2021. Until then, please stay safe and keep well. Take care. Bye-bye.